the new wave of professional wrestling, Capital Wrestling.
Those cookies look amazing.
Thank you. It's a new recipe I tried out. I got these great Ghirardelli chips. They're like from Bolivia or something.
Ariela and I actually made a cheesecake last week. It was actually really, really good. You know what? It seemed to me that it seemed so easy. It didn't seem like it took really much. Oh, look! Oh, it's Corinne, the world famous baker and victim of the male gaze consistently. Look, it's Corinne.
Hi, in the flesh. So, you made a cheesecake?
I did, yes.
It's one of my favorites.
I know, I remember.
So, you said it was like really good?
It was really, really good.
Did you know that a cheesecake is actually a custard pie and not really a cake at all? I bet it was a no-bake cheesecake, and I bet you got the recipe off the back of the Philadelphia cream cheese box.
She doesn't need to know that. You know why? Because Ariela Nyx is gonna beat you, and she's gonna be the Capital Wrestling Women's Champion tonight and forever!
You know, Corinne, if you don't have the women's champion, and baking is not really special, what value do you even have?
Girl done lost her chocolate chips.
It's going to be Terjanian Golden Ticket Invitational for a tremendous opportunity at World War IV. But I want to introduce somebody who helped make this next match possible. A special ring announcer. Scott, you don't need to be in this one. You can be it. It's fine. Don't worry. You can return your suit to the men's warehouse later. It'll be all good. Ladies and gentlemen, the ring announcer fitting for such an occasion for the Terjanian Gold Ticket Invitational. further ado, let me introduce the participants. Coming in first, he is the classic hot boy, Eric Martin.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Capital Wrestling. I'm Stephen James, here with Mr. Entertainment Harry Terjanian, and being joined by Zach Amico here live at the commentary desk. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, gentlemen. And what a way, I couldn't think of a better way for an invitational tournament, a golden ticket, without having Hot Boys International as part of it. Sorry, I can't help myself.
No,
I don't blame you. It's so much fun, isn't it fun?
It's infectious.
It's infectious.
I'm getting it in stereo now.
Well, it's a lot of fun, Steven. You know, I know you're not about the fun. We're about the fun, but, you know, I have Zach Amico here because he's the head talent scout and the man behind the Undisputed Talent Initiative. Undeniable. I'm sorry.
Initiative.
That's
what I want. When I see these young men and women step into the squared circle, I don't want anyone to have any deniability about how perfect they are.
Are you sure that's you might have want to choose a different acronym?
What are you talking about?
I went through a number of
Undeniable.
options. I feel UTI is what best represents myself, my managing style, and the burning sensation of talent that will make its way from person to person here at Capital Wrestling.
Fight fans, prepare for the new wave of professional wrestling. Capital Wrestling brings you all of the hard-hitting and high-flying action every week for free on Fight. From the Concrete Rose Sonny Kiss to the Dark Heart Ken Dixon to Capital Champion Matt McIntosh, you won't miss a moment from the Capital. Be sure to download the Fight app in the iOS and Google App Stores, as well as Amazon, Apple TV, and your favorite gaming console. Capital Wrestling. Catch the new wave.
Want more Capital Wrestling content? Then look no further than our Instagram. Follow @Capital Wrestling today and see every moment the Capital has to offer, as well as match announcements, merchandise deals, and more. Come to the Capital and follow our Instagram today.
Are you in need of a lawyer who will fight for you? Well, EDA Law will go off the top rope for you and your needs. Pro wrestling veteran Eric Anderson has brought his no-nonsense approach from the ring to the courtroom. The New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer and his team focuses on business law, criminal defense, and representing members of the pro wrestling industry. For more information, head on over to edalaw.com. That's edalaw.com. EDA Law, for those in the law who wrestled, know how to wrestle the law.
What battle would be complete without a man who is all battle? The extreme redneck, Chuck Payne.
And Chuck Payne, I mean, he's devastated a lot of competitors here at Capital Wrestling with his size, his power. And I think it made him a perfect fit here to be part of the Harry Terjanian Golden Ticket.
Thanks to Ron Starr,
who helped out a lot. He's you know, very
making
helpful
suggestions and scouting out this talent in concert with Zach Amico.
You know, Ron Starr wanted to get involved. He was very aggressive about it. And I said, okay, I have a gig for you. Now, any one of these 5 competitors could find themselves in a special position here at Capital Wrestling.
Now, Steve Harry, do you think coming in at his size, Chuck has a target on his back?
I would agree.
This will be the best game of the week.
You're absolutely right, Zach. Having that size, there is definitely a target on his back. If all 4 of these men gang up early and try and take out Chuck Payne, it could make life just a little bit easier.
And here we go, the 5 competitors here trying each eagerly to win the golden ticket.
All right, and as Zach, you alluded to smartly, all men going after Chuck Payne.
Might be a fine strategy, or initially an Eric Martin. Oh no.
Caught.
Part of Hot Boys.
Thrown into a suplex.
You got
the power.
Chuck's cardio is up there if this is going to be the pace of the match.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much his cardio is going to help with that particular set there, but I mean, it's helped him in the past, but against Chuck Payne. But Steven Pena may not have the size of Chuck Payne, but he is taking it to him.
Pena getting him up. Ducks underneath, takes out the leg, but to his feet. And look, for a guy the size of Chuck Payne, the agility also impressive here early on. And look at Bobby Orlando. Should he be cleaning the stalls of his petting zoo right now?
The very successful petting zoo, part of the Harry Terjanian Capital Carnival held tonight.
Azteca springboard clothesline after hanging up.
And again, as Zach Amico with that tremendously correct about this, everyone gearing on Chuck Payne, and it makes sense why.
AD Valerio staying on Azteca. Constant movement needs to happen here.
Which of these men will be ultimately undeniable, as Zach Amico is looking for, bringing me 5 great athletes into this competition. Which one of these men could do it? Which one of these men could win the Harry Terjanian Golden Ticket?
I've got to tell you, Azteca really has my eye. He's got an intensity that I think we weren't quite expecting here.
I do think you also like the face paint, helps you make him a favorite of yours, but I won't hold that against him.
So Zach, take us through your scouting process.
I have been visiting independent shows far and wide, the tri-state area and beyond. But I'm just looking for someone that has that intensity that Capital Wrestling needs right now.
And look at the intensity of Steven Pena right now. Firing up, clothesline spinning, Azteca inside out.
In comes Eric Martin from Hot Boys.
The classic Hot Boy.
Taking it right to Pena.
Standing alone. Should pay more attention to what's behind him.
A little bit eager.
Doing a little hot dog in a grandstand, but Chuck Payne waiting.
And unfortunately, that's where Bobby Orlando would help. Ooh.
German suplex into the corner there.
Oh, wow. Just regrouping here. Now Chuck Payne has cleared the ring, and now Bobby Orlando steps up and gets one.
Bobby Orlando 0 for 2 with distractions so far this evening.
Yeah, I mean, a great petting zoo, but maybe his attention was left there.
There were no actual animals there.
There were a bunch of stuffed goats there.
Stuffed?
I mean, goats.
Did you charge people for that?
Look, there's a lot of codes. You can't just bring animals into buildings like this. You know, I tried. I wanted to get lions, giraffes. You were no help with that. The chimpanzees weren't allowed here. They just...
Yeah, we're in a building. You can't just...
And Eric Martin, just focus. You're missing a great match here. Eric Martin leaping from the stage onto the ring, trying to get an advantage, but Azteca too quick. And AD
Valerio. That's the thing about a matchup like this. You got to keep your head on a swivel here. Flying head scissors, takedown. AD Valerio staying on top of Eric Martin, but Chuck Payne again in the ring.
And now the strikes, the quick strikes.
Standing drop kick, sending Chuck Payne to the outside.
Chuck Payne goes out of the ring.
Smart strategy by the other 4 men here, trying to keep Chuck Payne out of the ring as much as humanly possible.
And now these other men can take advantage and use that athleticism. Steven Pena using that strength quickly. Dropping AD Valerio.
Shoulder breaker.
Oh no, and now he sees Chuck Payne getting up. Maybe a move to keep him on the outside.
Diving through the middle rope.
But Chuck Payne just...
But stuffed.
Wow.
By Chuck Payne, the power. Here comes another one.
Azteca,
shoved to the side.
Brushing them off.
AD Valerio looking to go from the top rope onto him. Shoves him down as well.
And Eric Martin, I don't know how smart
building up a head of steam, strutting.
Eric Martin saying he's not stupid, but he's not aware that Chuck Payne is back in the ring, and
I'm pretty sure he's aware right now. He just doesn't want to turn around and find out that he's in a bad position. This could be it.
Before anything can happen, AD Valerio.
Smart. Shoving Azteca out of the way as he jumped off the top rope. Cover 1, 2, 3.
Whoa.
about this yet, so I am
Extreme Redneck Chuck Payne
highly curious
victorious
to see what's about to be announced here.
here in Capital Wrestling in the Harry Terjanian Golden Ticket. But where's Harry going, Zach? Harry does not look pleased right now. I don't know. I'm very confused right now. What is Harry doing here? Oh, Harry just has to steal the thunder.
Man of the people, if nothing else.
And with that comes a great reward because I want you to be part of a team at World War IV, December 29th, right back here at the Capitol.
Wow, what an announcement.
And you know what, Ron?
Yeah, Mr. Terjanian takes his budget very seriously for all we pay these men to bring in 5 new talents.
Is that something else you'd like to see?
Man of the people.
I hope you're excited.
Oh, yeah, he's a real people person.
If you guys lose, your team is
Well, with that, Steve,
Oh, see, what do you know? What do you know? You think Harry's going to give you something you want, and then he turns the knife in his
Please
back.
tell Mr. T how much I appreciate it.
Look at the smug arrogance. Budget. Oh, you got paid?
Want to watch every single episode of Capital Wrestling Television? Miss an episode of the Capital Wrestling Podcast? Don't fret, because the Capital Wrestling YouTube channel has all that and more. YouTube.com/Capital Wrestling is your hub for all things Capital.
Capital Wrestling is brought to you by BetDSI. Whether it's Capital Wrestling action or the world of football, basketball, baseball, hockey, or even politics and television, BetDSI gives you a chance to take part in what's going on. Sign up using the code CAP120, and BetDSI will match up to 120% of your initial deposit. That's code CAP120 at sign-up. Head to betdsi.eu now and get in on the action. That's betdsi.eu. This week's edition of Capital Wrestling Television is brought to you by the home of the Capital Wrestling Podcast, the El Toro Podcast Network. Whether it's Capital Wrestling, the world of professional wrestling, or the world of informational technology, El Toro's Podcast has you covered. Follow them on Twitter at El Toro's Podcast, or subscribe right now on Google Podcast, SoundCloud, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher Radio, Podbay FM, or on Apple Podcast.
Zane Decker here at the Capitol Control Center with some more World War IV updates. Now, one of the most personal rivalries heading into World War IV pits MV Young facing off against the King of Chaos, Logan Black. MV Young disagreeing with the methodology of the AOC, especially his former leader, King of Chaos, Logan Black. And let me tell you, the King of Chaos, Logan Black, is not one who takes disobedience lightly. One thing's for certain. Regardless of what happens to these two men, it will be violent, it will be gruesome, it will be war. And stay tuned here at the Capitol Control Center for all your World War IV updates.
It's time for the fabulous finish of the week, sponsored by To Be the Man.
Looking for it. Goes to front close. Rolls through. Tries to hold it. Covers it down. 1, 2, 3.
What? Are you kidding?
Wait a minute. The undefeated streak of Darius Carter has come to an end.
That was the fabulous finish, sponsored by To Be the Man. Available on Amazon.com.
I'm very excited to be here with Darius Carter. Darius, nobody's spoken to you since your first loss here in Capital Wrestling against Anthony Bowen. How have you been feeling? What has been going through your head?
Anthony Bowens is the one that supposedly ended my streak. Anthony Bowens is the one that's taking this away from me. Anthony Bowens, who came out of nowhere. Anthony Bowens, who really has no business being at the Capitol. Anthony Bowens, who never deserved a match with me to begin with. What? My streak, my undefeated streak, was the most important part, not just about what Darius Carter does. This was the most important thing that Capitol had. That was the money in Capitol, was my undefeated streak. I was bringing money to the table because no one could beat me. And Anthony Bowens took that from me. Anthony Bowens put his filthy hands in my bank account and he took money from me. He took... No. No. It's one match. It's one match. I'm not going to let Anthony have that. No. No, I'm not going to let Anthony have that. I'm going to keep my composure. I'm going to maintain myself because I am dignified. I am a man of class and respect, something that he could never understand. People like him, they get flukes. You get one every now and again. But you have to understand, people like me are always the last ones standing. People like me look down upon people like you and people like Bowens because I earned my position above you. So if you think one victory is going to define you, listen, you had your day. But it's my week, it's my month, it's my year, it's my lifetime. So welcome. Let the games begin.
You can sense Darius Carter back at the Capitol.
The Capitol Women's Championship on the line here. And again, the second attempt here for Corinne Mink.
Second attempt, she didn't get a fair shake the first time.
That's debatable. All that matters
Debatable. We all saw Portia Vaughn get involved in the matchup here.
And here we are. We are set to go here. A pleasure and a privilege, as always, to call the Capitol Women's Championship matches.
To catch their first encounter, make sure you go to our YouTube and catch the archive of all Capitol Wrestling episodes, youtube.com/Capitol Wrestling.
Quickly, Ariela Nyx getting in position, getting a headlock going, getting an early momentum here going.
Shoulder block takedown, shoving Corinne Mink to the mat.
Corinne
rolling through, taking out the legs of Ariela Nyx.
The rolling pin, as she calls it.
Stomping the digits. Driving her face into the mat.
Oh, and clapping. Then the audience clapping and clapping in the ears.
Clapping and slapping.
Ariela Nyx going to the outside to regroup, but Corinne Mink not letting her.
Throwing Portia Vaughn in the way. Look, again, Portia Vaughn getting involved.
Ooh.
Goes to hit Portia Vaughn, but
she could have been hurt.
There's no reason for Portia Vaughn to be involved, and now Corinne Mink,
she was
smashing her hands into the steel.
She was just trying to tell Corinne Mink about the history of many women in baking and in the restaurant industry.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You don't actually believe that.
You don't believe in women making history? I think that's disgusting, Stephen. I'm going to have a lot of issues. I mean, she is also, let's not forget, Portia Vaughn is also the head of human resources still. And now Ariela Nyx taking advantage here, hoping to defend that title for, I've lost count.
Yeah, you're right, taking advantage once again.
Taking advantage of the opportunity, the situation,
what opportunity?
The positioning that Corinne Mink was in the ring.
The positioning that Portia Vaughn put her in. Number one. Corinne. Now, don't get me wrong, Ariela Nyx is one hell of a competitor. There's a reason why she is at the level of being a champion. But at some point, you have to defend your title with some sort of class, some sort of honor. And right now, there is no honor in Ariela Nyx's performance.
I'll tell you where there's no honor. There's no honor in losing.
Irish whip.
Corinne Mink continues week in and week out to defend that championship here in other promotions.
Corinne Mink challenging for this championship tonight.
arm breaker. Ooh, look at that.
Held onto it to just drive it even further.
Continuing to add to her arsenal.
2 count only.
Ever since winning that tournament to become Capital Wrestling Champion in the Isle of Malta.
Going alive. That's not. Wanted that foggy bottom too. That's what you're gonna say. Logging into armbar submission here. Doesn't have it fully locked in. Now it's locked in, but Corinne Mink trying to battle back, able to get up just a little bit. Has to be careful. Ariela Nyx has to be careful that Corinne Mink doesn't roll her hips and pin her to the mat.
Managing to get her way out of there.
But that arm, how much damage has been done there?
Quick roll away from Corinne Mink.
Ducking underneath.
Oh,
grabbing.
Suplex.
Snap suplex. Holding on. Rotating those hips. Was perhaps looking for another one, but switches.
Gut wrench suplex. And you got to be impressed with the new maneuvers you've seen from Corinne Mink. I haven't seen her do that before.
The versatility.
An angle slam.
Cover. 1, 2.
Ooh, kick out. It's going to take a little bit more to defeat the women's champion.
Corinne perhaps getting a bit frustrated here.
Got to keep your eye on the prize. She's in good position here. Could she be the one to end the reign of the first Capital Wrestling Women's Champion?
Ariela to that middle rope, but missed.
Going for a discus punch. Lands it.
Discus. Nailed it. Cover.
And a kick out from Corinne Mink. Only a 2 count. Beautiful Buckley eagerly on the outside, waiting to announce the victory of the women's champion, Ariela Nyx.
The champ admonishing the ref for the slow nature of the count.
Going for another discus forearm of her own. But quickly, Corinne Mink picking her up, slammed her. Oh! Whoa!
Oh, knocking the ref down. Nailed her. That's got to be it. Cover. But there's no ref. There's no ref. Let's get another ref out here. Here we go. Come on, get in there. Cover. This could be it.
No, 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 no.
1, 2, 3. Corinne Mink is your new Capital Wrestling Women's Champion. Wait a minute, where's Harry going? Harry pacing right now.
That is not happening. You knocked out that referee. That is a disqualification.
You've got to be kidding me. Harry, what are you doing? This is a travesty. Corinne Mink obviously won that match. A second official came in. It was inadvertent. You know that. How could you rob Corinne Mink her second opportunity again?
It was a great effort. It was a great effort.
Hey, 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 hey. She won that matchup.
We can work out another match. We can work out another match, but unfortunately, I can't allow that to happen. I can't allow that to happen. Hey, that's my hat. All right, that is just have a cookie, relax. Jeez, I mean, you know, look, I understand she's disappointed here. She's disappointed, and I get that, but Steven, that would be unjust. I couldn't let that happen in good conscience.
Couldn't let that happen.
You know, I mean, we can't have the victory. We can't have the title reign end like
The
that.
ref was in the wrong position.
I'll have to review the tape.
Review the tape.
I'll review the tape and see what happens. But
I'm sure you'll review the tape. Let me guess, it has to go through HR first. Conveniently.
There's a lot of things, and unfortunately, you know, I don't think this will be the last time.
Corinne Mink got screwed with her apron on.
Ladies and gentlemen, come one, come all, you can be saved. You can be saved. You can all see the light. You can all be saved by Timmy Danger and the Danger Sanctuary. I've been saved. I am proof that you too can be saved. I had a broken heart. My best friend left me, and I do not have a broken heart anymore. My best friend has no hands, and his broken neck was healed. He still doesn't have hands, but his broken neck was healed. And you too can be healed, whatever your ailment is. I'm wearing no sleeves. It's cold out, but I don't care about getting pneumonia, because if I do, I know that Timmy Danger can heal me. I want all of you to come to World War IV, December 29th at the Capitol Auditorium, Capitol Wrestling, and you can see the light. You can see the vision of the sanctuary through the VR goggles, the vision that we will put on your head. You can see the vision of the sanctuary and be healed. Just like me, just like Chris Crespo, you too can see the light, and you will be healed by the Shepherd of Men, the healer, our Savior, Timmy Danger.